So imagine me sitting in a basement of a building, right? Sitting on a single seat, like alone. People think that you will be your own boss, you will have your own time, you can do whatever you want, right? We can build your idea to dream in less than 60 days. But what I can do is I can help founders do that. And I can
Hmm.
reach billion people through them, right? Becoming a boss or running a business is completely opposite, right? You will not get any time for yourself, right? So
Hmm.
yes, you have to work 24/7 sometimes. And
Yeah.
what I am doing is making sure that people get an opportunity to work and learn. That's it.
And welcome to the very first episode of CEO Talks. We use so many apps and platforms every single day, but most of us never really think about who actually builds them. And I think that's why today's conversation is very special. We have with us Mr. Anuraag Jain. So, thank you so much, sir, for joining. And we are very excited to have this conversation with you.
Thank you, Chahat. Thank you. I love to be here talking to you and maybe helping somebody who's listening to this podcast. बोल रहे हैं इसको?
Yeah,
Listening to this conversation. ठीक है?
yeah, Anji.
चल.
Okay. So thank you, sir. Should we start? So, sir,
Sure, sure.
I think let's start from the very beginning. Every company begins with that one bold movement, and I want to ask, what was that moment for you, where you felt, yes, this is the idea that deserves my the full energy, and I want to give my whole, ideas to only this point. Yeah.
I would not say the idea. So I will, if I really think closely about this, it was the pain point that I saw in the market. There were founders who had their idea, who had their dream, and they wanted to do something about it, right? And I saw a really big gap in what founders wanted
Hmm.
and what technology teams were creating, right? And I wanted
Hmm.
to close that gap by understanding and creating the same thing what the founders wanted, right? And I really wanted to be a two true technology partner who can help them be becoming a successful. So
Yeah.
that was the main gap that we were covering, and that's the
Hmm.
idea behind Oyelabs.
Yeah. That's really nice, sir. And I think once that moment begins, the moment happens, the journey truly begins. And by this, people usually see the success and not the struggle actually. And if you want to describe the raw, unfiltered, the first month or the first 90 days of Olapse, what would it be and how was it really?
First 90 days.
Yeah.
Um,
So starting
Interesting.
period of
So
Olapse, basically.
understood. So imagine me sitting in a basement of a building, right? Sitting on a single seat, like alone, working approximately 14 to 16 hours for 7 days a week, right? Um, and on the top of it, nobody wants to work with you because you are a company with single person. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to start with a company or depend have their future dependent on a company that has a single person, right? Client don't
Basically,
want to work with you. Yeah.
you
So
started alone with your own
obviously, like
idea.
I started with alone. I had a few friends that I thought that they will be working with me, but when I jumped the ship, started the company, I was alone, right? That they were not able to give time, and client was reluctant to give me projects just because I don't have somebody working with me, right? So it was that situation. But yeah, it was like I was truly alone. There was no one to share what I truly felt, right? Because family was like he's gone mad. He started a company while leaving the good paying job, right? Your bosses in the company wanted you to fail. They are looking up to that situation. So you fail and you come back, right? And that was the situation about it, right? So I was truly alone, but yes, things I kept going. Some days I felt alone that okay, if I will be successful or not, right? Uh, if I've actually gone bad, this was the wrong decision. But then I always motivated myself with two main quotes, I would say. So they are in Hindi, let's say, डर के आगे जीत है. So that was one quote that I used to repeat this, right? कि
Yes, yes, yes.
I was always fearful, right? एक डर होता है. So
Mm.
डर के आगे जीत was one quote that there's always something beyond your fears, right? And another quote was कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती, right?
True.
So that motivated me on many days, and I kept
Mm.
going that okay, I will do something every day and do something, right? So that's all about the first 90 days.
Yeah. And one more question I want to add here, ki, how you came from there to here and how you feel now. What is the exact feeling you can you can just say one line for that.
मतलब फीलिंग तो अभी भी वही है, बट देर आर पीपल आई कैन टॉक टू, देर आर गुड पीपल दैट आई एम वर्किंग विथ, राइट? तो
Hmm.
वो जो लेट्स से इम्पैक्ट था हर चीज का, लाइक द फियर का या फिर सक्सेस का, दैट हैज बीन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, राइट? तो अगर डर है तो दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन माय लीडरशिप, तो थोड़ा सा कम फियर है, राइट? फियर तो आज भी होता है, राइट? देयर आर सिचुएशंस जहाँ पे हमें डर लगता है कि यार लेट्स से एआई आ गया, अब सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट का क्या होगा, राइट? देयर आर फियर्स कि चलो अब लोगों की सैलरी इंक्रीज हो रही है, बट हमारा उतना प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है ताकि सैलरी दे पाए. तो
Hmm.
मार्केट सिचुएशन चेंज होती रहती है, अनफोर्सिन कंडीशंस आती रहती है. सो थिंग्स
Ups
आर
and
देयर,
downs.
हर चीज का इम्पैक्ट बस चेंज हो गया. सो आई वुड से देखो स्टार्टअप ना ऐसे चलता है एक साइन वेव की तरह. सो
Yeah.
देर आर गुड डेज, वेरी गुड डेज, देर आर रियली बैड डेज, राइट? अब वो
Hmm.
साइन ऐसे ऐसे जा रहा है. पहले लेट्स से फर्स्ट 90 डेज में वो ऐसे ऐसे जाता था, लाइक कंपनी कभी भी बंद हो सकती है, राइट? तो जब
Yeah.
अच्छे दिन होते हैं तो वो साइन ऐसे ही चलता है ऊपर नीचे, राइट?
Yeah.
और अगर सिचुएशन बहुत खराब तो ऐसे चलते हैं साइन कि उसमें भी अच्छे
Yeah.
बुरे दिन आएंगे लेकिन आप नीचे की तरफ जाते हो. सो
Yeah.
टुडे आई वुड से कि हम अपवर्ड्स की तरफ हैं. देयर आर, इट्स लाइक अ रोलर कोस्टर, अप्स एंड डाउन्स होते रहते हैं. वो चल रहा है अभी.
Hmm. Yes, I can really connect, sir. True. ऐसा up and down वाला होता है. Now, after this up and down scene, Olabs today is known for helping founders and launch faster and smarter. This line basically Olabs hold, but mission always have a deeper reason behind them. What
Hmm.
personal belief or experience shaped this mission for you, and how will you describe what is behind this mission?
I think mission was always
Hmm.
helping founders become successful, I would say, right? Now it's just evolved to creating, launching revenue ready apps within 16 days, right? Like
Hmm.
we can build your idea to dream in less than 60 days, or nowadays we have our ecosystem.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we will be talking about that, where we just evolved from helping founders to creating revenue ready apps. So that's about it.
Okay. So you mentioned the launching fast, basically. Uh, you often talk about the launch velocity. According to you, why does speed matter the most in the today's startup world? Matlab,
I
why
think
does it decide who wins?
hmm, that's an interesting question. It's not just about speed. We are a big believer in speed and customer feedback, and I will say paying customer feedback, not just customer feedback, right?
Yeah.
So we really believe that we should launch fast. We should talk to paying customers,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it. And then iterate on your idea, build on top of it, and keep going, right? And who wins is actually divided by is decided effectively by how what your customer wanted, what you are giving, and how long you are giving it to them, right? Like staying in the game is also important. So what we are doing here at Oyelabs, we wanted to launch fast. So you
Mm.
can talk to your customers, try to get paid customers, and really talk to them about, let's say, every day, maybe in first 90 days or first 6 months, right?
Mm.
And iterating through the product and staying in the game for long, right? That is the theory that we really believe, right? And even at Oyelabs, from failure, I would say, or doubting ourselves to being actually doing it, that was the thing. Talking to customer, staying in the game, and then
Yes.
today we can say we are good. No, I will not say very very successful, but we are really good, right?
Yeah.
That is what we believe in.
Yeah. True, true, true. And that actually says a lot about your leadership approach, also, I think. Now let's move to your mindset. Like every leader has one principle, they never compromise. What is that one principle for you? Like the thing that guides your decision every day and every single moment when you want to focus more or when you get in trouble.
I think the guiding principle is derived from the drive of creating an impact, right?
Mm.
For me, it was always uh, positively impacting a billion people. That was in my mindset somewhere fit in that I want to be impactful and touch positively the lives of the people, right? And for me, somehow that number is 1 billion, right? In early days, I realized that either my situation, like financial or family background or whatever, right? I think I need help, right? So, like, I can't touch myself like 1 billion people. Somehow that idea didn't came into mind. But what I can do is I can help founders do that, and I can
Hmm.
reach billion people through them, right? So that is the initial thought process that drives me, and every day I am trying to learn something to create that impact. So that principle is basically learning every day, adapting to situation to create that impact.
Basically, learning constantly is the main principle you follow.
Right.
Okay,
Learn,
nice.
learn to create impact, I would say. Not learning, just not learning, creating an impact after learning. That is guiding me.
Nice. I think that principle reflects strongly with your team also, how you build your team. Today, OLabs has people working from different places and time zones. And how do you make sure that everyone stays connected to the same vision? And yeah.
I think majorly I'm not focusing on staying connected and all, I would say. I trust people to do their job, right? And
Yeah.
what I am doing is making sure that people get an opportunity to work and learn. That's it.
Okay. Speaking of vision, let's talk about something that every founder is curious about. Uh, your moon ecosystem. Uh, the Moon family of products. Basically, we have Moon BNB, Moon Foods, Moon Pay, and many more. For someone hearing this for the first time, what was the original vision behind creating this and this whole ecosystem instead of just one product? Why didn't you choose the one only one product?
I think again the initial principle is helping founders, right?
Hmm.
And building and launching a solution is tough and expensive, right? It's really time taking. Sometimes it is really painful to build a product, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we tried to solve for founders. We created this ecosystem of turnkey solutions where somebody can just choose the product and we launch. And it includes a lot of products. So we have Airbnb clone, we have, let's say, payment solutions, we have TikTok clone, we have ERP solution, we have some AI solutions as well. So we wanted to launch fast, as we said, right? And we wanted to be very very easy for founder to launch fast, get paying customers, and iterate over this. And that's where the idea of this turnkey solution, where this Moon family came in.
Okay. And what's something you believe the world will see from OLabs very soon?
Okay, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Hmm. So as we said, I can say that we are really, really focused on founder success, right? That is again the guiding principle always, right? And what world can expect from us, that we become really, really effective in doing that. That just one goal, that helping founders successful, having revenue ready apps from as soon as possible. And from that, what we are doing is we are leveraging AI, we are doing a lot of R&D, we are training people to do this, right? So becoming really, really effective in making a good product that founder take and become successful. Apart from this, we are also creating our own sort of products, right? Where these products also integrate with their existing solution, and they will be able to again work on getting again same principles, maybe getting customers, helping clients, or some form of that thing only. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is what people can expect from Moy Labs.
Okay. Uh, now I want to ask a little personal and reflective question from you, sir. Looking back at your own journey, what's that one lesson you learned the hard way, and you want something you wish you had known this earlier before starting the idea or the OLabs?
Mm. I would say running business is hard, right? And
Yeah.
people start business for all the wrong reasons. People think that you will be your own boss, you will have your own time, you can do whatever you want, right? You don't have to listen to anyone. Uh, Becoming a boss or running a business is completely opposite, right? You will not get any time for yourself, right? It will be some time, let's say maybe many, many years before you start getting some time for yourself, right? You will think you can do whatever you want, you can work on what you want, right? It is also not true, right? You have to work on what people want, what your, let's say, your client wants, what your employee wants, right? um, People think that okay, you can sit in a cabin or do something, right? But it's not like that. You have to, you are responsible for everything in the company. uh, Even if somebody, let's say a person is not cleaning, right, and he didn't come, you might have to do that.
Yeah.
You have to manage client expectation, you have to do, you are responsible for what your employees does, and even the safety of your people, right? So again, you are responsible for so many things that is not thought of when you start a, let's say you become your own boss. And that
Mm,
is what I would recommend, that if you're jumping on this ship, you have to go for the right reasons, right?
mm,
And secondly, there are a lot of people doing job think like this, that okay, my job is not good, I should just do a startup a business, right? Even if you've decided, let's say after all the reasons and whatever I'm saying, that you should do this, you should
mm,
not be leaving your job 100% up
mm,
until you have found a product market fit, or you know your idea works, right? Till then, think of your boss or your company as your investor, right? Um, think of them as they are giving opportunity to learn something, right? You can learn anything, and then they're also paying you at the end of the month like a fixed salary.
mm,
So think of it as an investor. After all the expenses, like try to reduce your expenses. All the savings, think of it as an investment. Invest that in your business. Maybe better teaching, website development, testing an idea, marketing, lead generation. You can think of that saving as an investment, and think
mm.
of it as a, let's say, like unlimited investment, right? And that you don't have to worry about next month for that money.
Yeah.
So that is what I would highly recommend. Somebody like today, if you want to do, you can do this and move on. Right?
Basically, we have to work 24/7 if we want to start a business and something.
That's why the important thing is not the all the wrong reasons that we discussed. It should be something you're passionate about, something you really
Yeah.
want, something you can keep going, right?
And we are
Because
eager to play every role. at
every role, and think of it
first.
as you are running a startup, right? You might have to miss
Yeah,
maybe your birthdays, your friends' birthdays, your
yeah,
family's birthday, right? You might have to not go in social gathering. It's a choice, right?
yeah, it's a choice.
You if you really want to become successful, right? Not everybody can afford, let's say, a luxury of doing all this and then again a startup, right? There are a lot of variables, right, that you have to work for. So
Hmm.
yes, you have to work 24/7 sometimes, and you have to be prepared for it.
Okay, and on everything, what you have learned, based on everything basically, what is that one practical advice you would give a young founder starting today? Like this is a similar question, but yeah, any one practical advice you want to give.
I think we stand for only one thing that we believe is really important if somebody is starting, that is launch fast, try
Hmm.
to get paid customer, and iterate and stay in the game for long run. Build
Yeah,
what customer wants.
okay. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all this with us. I think this is the perfect start for our CEO Talks, CEO series. And to everyone who is watching, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for the more conversations on startup innovation and leadership. Thank you for watching.
All right, thank you.